Let's bring in the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. It is absolutely outrageous that Joe Biden has done this, Congressman. Yeah. So the Supreme Court shot down his plan to forgive student loan debt. So what has he done? He has still forgiven $144 billion in student loan debt for 4 million borrowers. Not just telling almost 90% of Americans who have no student loan debt, go screw yourselves. He has loaded all of the student loan debt onto all of those Americans because they're still making loans. And so we had to borrow the money to forgive these loans. How do you see it? Can you stop it?
No, there's so many problems with this. I don't know which one troubles me more, because I'm actually troubled also by the fact that some people are bringing suit because, oh, the taxpayers are going to pay off my student loan, but because they didn't do it fast enough, I'm going to take them to court. I mean, that makes no sense. And then there's just a fundamental problem. Joe Biden, like, how about all the families who did pay for their education? Or how about the student who worked their way through? How is that fair? Or the person who started their own business or went to a trade school or whatever. I mean, how is it fair? Not to mention the constitutional concerns when the Supreme Court says no, and then you go ahead and finagle a slightly different way to go about it. This is wrong on all counts. I just find it just so unfair. I mean, I think about, frankly, every family's kind of thinking about their own. My dad was a union worker. My mom cleaned houses. They put 3 kids through school. And now you're saying, oh, you can go to school, take out a bunch of money, and it's going to be forgiven by the taxpayers? How is that fair? How is that fair? So, but this is why I think Joe Biden is going to lose and President Trump's going to be back. This is one of the many reasons why I think President Trump's going to be back in the White House.
You know, Congressman, we served together, and when Obamacare passed, they actually said they were going to take student loans into the federal government, and the money they made off of that was going to fund Obamacare. Yeah. There's no money coming in from this. It's a net liability to the taxpayer. But this is Joe Biden spending taxpayer money to try to buy votes, isn't it? That's all this is.
Yeah, of course. Of course, when you're at 38% approval rating, you're losing in every single poll. We went from a secure border under President Trump to no border under President Biden. We went from $2 gas under President Trump to $4 gas under President Biden. We went from stable prices under President Trump to record inflation under President Biden. He's got to try something, because he hasn't done anything well. Not to mention the weaponization of agencies against we the people, not to mention the foreign policy debacles. So he's got to try something. So I guess he's going to the old trick that Democrats use: attack Republicans, make up things about Republicans, and spend your money trying to earn votes. I don't think it's going to work.
To quote John Carney, we now all owe the student loan debt that Biden has forgiven because we've had to borrow money so Joe Biden can try and buy votes. Moving on to a different type of corruption, the Hunter Biden and Biden family corruption. Hunter weasels his way out of a public hearing yesterday, and now it's time to go straight to the source. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer teasing that he'll invite the big guy to defend himself in his own impeachment inquiry. Congressman, is there a shot that the president shows up?
I mean, I doubt it, but maybe we need to have Hunter Biden come in. Maybe that's where we need to go next. What I do know is there's witnesses we still need to talk to. We got to talk to Leslie Wolf, who ran the Hunter Biden investigation, assistant U.S. attorney. We interviewed her once. She answered hardly any question. We want her back in for a deposition. There's 2 other lawyers we brought suit against today, against the Department of Justice, because they won't let us talk to these guys who were part of the investigation. But I thought yesterday just highlighted sort of the fundamental issue here. Millions of dollars from foreign entities flow through 20 different companies to benefit the Bidens. And what were they selling? What were they offering? The only answer is what Hunter Biden's business partner told us in his deposition this past summer: access to the brand, and the brand was Joe Biden. And the brand, Joe Biden, played golf, took phone calls, took meetings, had lunches, had dinners with Hunter Biden and his business associates. That was the message yesterday. And I thought Mr. Bobolinsky and Mr. Galanis, our witnesses, were very good, very compelling in what they had to say.
You know, Jim, one other quick question. So I don't think anyone understands this case as well as you do. It seems like you've submitted it all to memory, but the FBI has no issue investigating sitting presidents. They did that to Donald Trump. With all the evidence that you have uncovered with James Comer in this investigation, Do you think the FBI should actually be investigating and using their skills, their tools, to look into Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and whether there was corruption? Was there a pay-to-play scheme that involved Joe Biden? Is it worthy of FBI investigation?
Well, we know that's not going to happen, Sean, because remember, the same guy, David Weiss, the same guy who puts together the sweetheart deal that they take to court, and the court, it's laughed out of court. And then what do? Oh, the guy who put that sweetheart deal together who gets laughed out of court, they make him the special counsel. Do you think we're going to get a fair shake?
No,
This just underscores, to your point, I think you're exactly on target. This just underscores the double standard. When it comes to President Trump, they can spy on his campaign, to your point about the FBI. Then they can do the Mueller investigation, 19 lawyers, 40 agents, $30 million to find nothing. Then impeachment. Then it's raid his home. Then it's Jack Smith special counsel. And then the party of democracy tried to use the 14th Amendment to keep the guy who's winning in every poll off the ballot. I mean, this is crazy where the left is today. But the people get it. You get it. Underscoring just this double standard that we are trying to change by all the investigative work that we're doing.
And it's yeoman's work. And by the way, if you wrote this story 10 years ago, no American would believe it. It's so outrageous. Jim Jordan, you have done, again, great work on bringing the information you have to the American people. We appreciate it. And thanks for being with us on The Bottom Line.